This time, I'm going to ask you to fasten your seatbelts.
We are live.
Welcome back. It's been a while.
Can I sit down? The fuck?
Yeah.
Got my whole ass out. Let me sit down. Let me get comfortable.
Ain't my fault. You took so damn long.
This right here is an addiction.
You said welcome back, and you kind of was.
Yo,
I don't want to put it up, but it's like an alley hoop. It's like that shit was just in the air. I'm like, nah, I'm out.
It's so early. It's
look. Welcome back to Views from the East. We are at full fucking power. We are back from vacation. We are back from all of that.
I'm about to say, who the fuck went away?
I'm just saying. I mean,
he went away. You see the big ass diamond chain?
Yo, chill.
You won't be able to see anything from the camera because the light is just gleaming off that jewelry.
Chill. I got all the lights on you, baby. You the superstar. You know what I mean?
As he cut the check and don't send nothing to nobody.
Wow, let me get a sip of this. This shit right here. I don't care what nobody tell me. Oh, your glasses is underneath the. I'm sorry, that was rude. I'm sorry. Well, that's Dice's glass. Your glass is underneath.
Dice ain't even looking for his glass.
Oh, you know, he's chilling. He's chilling a little more for me. But welcome back. Happy to be here. What is this nonsense? I'm sorry. I should have checked all of this before.
What up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to Views from the East. We miss y'all.
The screen's still off, but we can freestyle from our mobile devices, right? Mm-hmm. My bad. I no longer have that Galaxy, so the sharing screen.
The Gallic gun.
Yeah, I mean the. We said the Gallic gun.
I guess so. We can. Oh, go ahead.
My bad. I was going to say, first off, it's like how everyone doing.
Updates.
Right. Update the audience. I mean, we know why we were missing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I feel like I talk a lot, so y'all could lead the way on that.
Okay, so everyone seems a little quieter than
a little hesitant. All right.
I'm waiting for y'all to talk. Do your thing.
What's been going on the last 3 weeks? What's been going on the last 3 weeks? Because me and Dice gave like a quick recap last week anyway. So.
All right, fine. I was kidnapped, and they was trying to ask me a lot of questions, and unfortunately, none of that worked out because they realized I'm just a complete psychopath. So,
how you got free?
It's the lie for me.
I can't.
Whatever you get from that.
I was like, wow, it sounds like my
ex-husband. I got was psychopath. I just hope no one's dead.
Due to
shit is delicious.
How would I say legal situations? I cannot say how I got out.
I'm dead.
You made it out. Yeah.
So that's what happened to you. You got kidnapped. All right.
Damn, I feel like my story not gonna measure up if this is where we're going with it.
I guess we could talk about what we've been up to the last 3 weeks. I guess. All right. Me, absolutely nothing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yo, what?
No, I mean honestly, I don't really have anything big to announce. I wasn't doing anything special. I'm trying to think.
I seen the pool.
Yeah.
Just letting everybody know.
There's a shade. The shade that's being tossed. You were invited.
Can you please provide proof of that, sir?
You guys can back me up on this. Remember in the group chat, I was like, "Yo, you know, Father's Day thing might be happening." Yes. All right, cool.
So right. Father's Day?
All right. No, I mean, I already said we could shoot in the back.
In fact, was Father's Day. What else was he supposed to say?
I know women don't recognize Father's Day as something big. Yes, but Father's Day.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, how would I know I'm invited if I'm not a father and I'm a mother?
The celebration?
She trying to say is why you invite her on Mother's Day instead of Father's Day.
No, he had a pool then. He'd have the pool then. Let's focus on when he had the pool.
I'm joking.
You don't need to invite me to shit after the pool happened.
No, but we should definitely do an episode out back one. Not in the heat though. That the last 2 days has been not the last 2 days. The other day was savage. I was like, nah. But anyway, I haven't been up to shit.
I've been shooting in the pool.
Huh?
Shoot in the pool.
Nah, just a lot of family time, man. Just hanging out with the fam. But I really took it because obviously we're not gonna shoot episodes without all of us here. It just would have felt weird. So I took the time to really rest, sleep, relax. You know, because I knew I was gonna be on a little 8-day stretch, probably like 11 hours a day. So I said, let me make the most of it. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I did miss y'all, but I appreciated the time that I had to really just chill. No, deadass. I wish I had something more exciting, but I'll leave it at that.
I guess for me, last 3 weeks, nothing crazy. Outside of I microbladed my eyebrows, so that's like tattooing. I'm in the healing process, so fuck y'all as I heal and peel. You're not gonna just fucking stare at me this whole time. Yep, just yep. It is
I am though. I want to see.
No, whatever. Anywho, outside of that, dating, interracial dating, to be more specific, as of recent, to kind of just play the field. Not saying I haven't dated a person that's outside of my race before, but kind of highlighting it and kind of paying attention to if I feel like the dates are different based upon like a trend in race, or is it just a person? Anything outside of that, I don't really think so. Studying, trading as of usual, so nothing too crazy.
Well, in the midst of this heat wave, I was busting my fucking ass and sweating like a dog. Sucks, right? And I feel like I need to get hazard pay for that. Right?
That's true because they work in the heat. Yeah,
it was 100 plus. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was watching myself do it.
I felt what you said.
I didn't expect that, but I understood it.
It was
damn.
It was pretty. You feel me? See, but at the end of the day, I'm in the process. You know, self-care. You know, and something like that is kind of like a uncomfortability. Being comfortable, being uncomfortable, right? So, you know, that was, you know, something to do, something cool and fucked up at the same time. Hey, look, I went strawberry picking. That shit was elite. What? Hey, yo, check this shit the fuck out.
I seen that.
Yo,
you went on a hot day.
The strawberries taste so motherfucking different. Like it. Like I cannot eat regular strawberries no more. Like this shit is just bad. Like it's bad, bro. Like I tried. I'm just like, I don't even want this. This is this. When I cut it, I'm like, what? I've never seen this strawberry that look like this. What is this? This is fantastic. I love this. Like I got mad at that shit. I was feeling like a slave, nigga. But it was enjoyable though. Like you feel me? Like that means those are my son and the fam and all that. So. And he was watching, that nigga was killing him shit. That nigga, like, he murdered, like, 5 people. It was mad, fucking red all over him and shit all over his face.
No.
He came up to me, like, Dada. I'm like, oh, this nigga look like he's body bad people. But anyways, I was doing most of, like, a lot of the fucking work, right? Now, what I mean by that is because, like, I was peeping where the motherfucking strawberries was at. Because, like, a lot of people was going to there, evidently, and it's like the season was coming to an end. And it's like, most of it wasn't just there. Like, it was there, obviously, but you had to kind of like look a little bit. Bruh, I was finding the joints that was nigga, like red, perfect. Anyways, nonetheless, them shits was fucking fantastic. Listen, if you ever get a chance, please go do that. I'm about to go cherry picking too. I've done apple picking. Yo, that shit is, I can't go back to, nothing that I've done picking, I can't go back to regular. I completely stopped eating apples from stores. I can't do it. I literally wait until like apple picking and I eat my apples during that time. Fucking weird, but it just tastes different. It's not the same at all, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain that shit. It's just totally different.
Fresh from
Cut that motherfucker up.
Before the factories put bad pesticides and shit.
I made bad shit with them strawberries. You heard? And them apples. You stupid? What the fuck you talking about? I mean, I've been doing my thing up in the kitchen, son.
The only time I went picking, pumpkin picking, and got this big ass, you know, of course you gotta find the biggest one. Them shits is heavy as fuck.
You're
Oh,
fucking
Don't
sorry.
don't
get that shit twisted.
Yeah, word.
I'm motherfucker looking like I pick it up and literally, nigga, it cannot move at all. You're like, yeah, nigga, like 8 people
That
to lift
shit.
that motherfucker, a crane to lift that bitch.
Them shits is
But yeah, definitely do that. For y'all who have never tried this shit, you
I'm
definitely you out here in Jersey, bro. Like you are tripping,
I'm
bro.
good.
She will get a kick out of it. Do I forget a kick out
I'm
of
good.
it?
Not in that heat, bro. That's not me.
Why do you do that? Why do people do that? Hey, listen, it's not. Here's what it is.
I just don't want to be in the
Let me
heat.
break this down to you, bro. I'm talking about shit.
You're not going to convince you. I'm
In
not.
the long run, I'm not
I'm
trying
good.
to say nothing towards you being in the heat. I just want to tell you something about the opposing side.
Well,
And this can be for anybody. I want to make it quick because we got things to talk about. All right, so what people don't realize is I've learned this from like older people like in the South or whatever case may be for obvious reasons, but when I explain it. When you sit inside of like AC or any of that type of fake air or like the air that's frigid for a certain period of time or like a room that's like that, it messes with your joints, right? Now, like when you get to a point of so much comfortability up to a point that's like you're opposing to be outside, but matching it rather like I'm gonna just AC it out. This has a real hard effect on the joints. Now, like they scientifically proven that people who actually like literally sit in like they crank like they shit starts giving out like they're like in earlier ages their walk is difficult, their joints start giving in, whatever case it is.
I guess the better question is how long were you out there for? How long were you out there for?
No. You don't gotta be out there for a long time. It's all about like
Alright.
they come around and pick you up, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and
Because the basket this
they
nigga
would get
has.
sued though. You gotta think about this. Like
Yeah, the
people
basket
get
he
passed
had
out
looked like he was out
picking
there for an
strawberries.
hour.
Nigga, nah. We coming around.
There's a
every
liability
motherfucking
clause.
5 or 10 minutes. But see, the thing is that particular day it was hot.
100,
Like, no
100
matter
plus.
what you could have done, you
It was
could have
too
just
hot.
sat in front of your building.
It was
You would have been dying. It's nothing you could have did to avoid that. But it was dope. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. It was dope. That shit was, man. I want to go bury, whatever. Anyway, let's get to the TOP.
I need to do that. I want to do those.
What you up to the last 3 weeks?
Oh, nigga.
Oh, facts.
Really?
What you been up to the last 3 weeks?
Before we.
Wait, he started it off.
He did?
I did.
he
I told that.
That you got kidnapped?
Yeah. Alright. So, quick. I've been pretty much working.
Here, you gonna do it again?
Nigga said I was kidnapped. That shit threw me
I
off.
was kidnapped. Nah, but
Why would you believe it?
nah, I've been pretty much working. And just trying to get myself together mentally and all that because I just feel like I'm going through a lot of things and even continuing to do so. So, with that said, that's
self-care.
That's huge
Self-care.
and necessary. We all, trust me, we're going through stuff.
Yeah.
You just don't always say it.
I'm gonna bring something back at the end of the joint. Whatever. That's kind of like relating to that, but like, let's get into it though.
So Bill Cosby is pretty much. Oh, sorry, the bill.
The bill, yeah, let's call him that. The
The
bill.
bill has been released.
hate y'all.
The bill has been released from jail due to there was a law. Sorry, not a lawsuit, but there is a contract or something that he had with the accuser.
Prior to, I think.
Prior to, and basically they're saying that he pretty much should not have never been put in jail because of that in the first place.
You're done.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Get him.
contract? A fucking contract. Wait, hold on. He had a contract with the accuser.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so they signed an agreement. I don't think people understand that.
Mm-hmm.
They signed an agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
And it's a mistake. Oh, wait, all of a sudden, it's a mistake?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is not overseeing the victims that he actually did do it to. This is not overseeing that. Let's make it clear.
We go get into the details.
My man, what the fuck is going on? Right? Okay. And the reason why that is kind of like, I believe, me personally, I think they thought he might have died in jail. I think they kind of like just threw him to the wolves type shit. And they didn't even expect him to kind of like the fact that he survived and whatever, however it worked in jail, whatever.
I don't know where he was sent to. Didn't say that. I get what you're saying. Like he would probably get caught up with the
either that or health wise or COVID or. I just personally feel like it was like one of those things that it's like just like leave him to the wolves again, like because again he's old, he's used to a certain type of life, and then he's you know what I'm saying, and the jail is different. Then he probably asking, hey, look, can I get this? And I'm like, oh no, fuck you. Mm-hmm. You got mad allegations, bro. Fuck out of here. Right. And as long as the news is buzzing on some shit like fuck him, they definitely like fuck you.
But I feel like rape allegations, especially in jail, are just they treat you even more cold. So I definitely think that they thought he wouldn't have made it out.
I have something for that.
But the prison that he was in, was it the traditional? I doubt for someone him. I doubt he was around.
Well, they
those situations.
From what they were saying, he didn't have any problems like at all. Like he was cracking jokes in there. Like it's and some of it came out from the people who are in there telling other people
about it,
family, and then it's kind of coming back like he cool. We ain't bothering. Like, he ain't even like you know what I'm saying. We grew up off this. Most of them people grew up off this. This is not what people may have think. This is what I like to say. An image that you give to someone that saves their lives cannot change what you do in your life. People have to understand that. This is where at which like someone who may have been like in a situation that like there's an accuser, they're like, yo, I don't fuck with them because you've been in the predicament of the opposing side. You've been a victim, or you've heard of people or a family has been a victim. So you understand that deeper than anybody else will understand it. The same way how a person how life has been changed, it may not be every step of the way of this person, but just that show or just this particular thing, that particular word you said, whatever that one thing may have been. That's detached from that person because you ain't the motherfucker on TV. I know that, but as I grew up, but this still resonated with me, at which changed my life. The same way how a victim could come out and be like, and then that person could be like, yo, you know what? I didn't even think to that side, but now I'm strongly on the side of the victim because they hear the victim side. I don't really feel like, I think it's a lesson in both, right? Both sides, right? So I don't think anybody should really sit there and oppose too much because it keeps them from communicating. Right now, for example, if there's a victim, I don't think the victim and Bush should communicate. No, I'm talking about like the talk should be there. Like it shouldn't leave. I feel like people keep it around to kind of like throw it at the situation. Like let the guy go away, get put away from jail. Or let the female get put away, whoever's the victimizer, and let whoever is the victim get help. But the talk should be around of let's talk about this stuff. Like this victim, or like how did you get into the situation? Like let's talk about what vulnerabilities at which you even allowed this, where it's like you may have not seen it because of someone being cool. Was it a friend? Was it a situation? And then it's like, why you victimized this person? Like, why'd you feel any? Why you couldn't talk about it? Why you couldn't say, hey, listen, I really like you? Why you couldn't like realize that there's a better way to go? What I'm trying to say is that there is many different pockets of not discussing shit, at which there is like generations of it continuing because of the not discussion of the situation. That makes no sense to what I just said, but I think you guys get what I'm saying.
Stupid.
Like,
no.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
who said it? That shit, they make no sense. No, but I catch what you're throwing. Yeah.
I just want to put that out there, and I want everyone's opinion on that. Like, you know, about that dialogue. I feel like, why is it so much like, I'm talking about anything. Like, why is it so much like, fuck it, like, flick it? Even to things that I might not agree with. I'm open to talk about those things now. I don't, whether I agree with it or not, I want to hear the other side. Like, I want to know how does this operate? How does this work? Like, where are you at with this? Why? Okay, I don't agree, but I guess I got my answer though.
Yeah.
You know, like
what led you to your action?
About, like the way how people judges other people, and pretty much like if you come across someone with how can I say I had the damn word in my head. I lost it. Dismissive type of attitude. Like you come across those type of people, then you wouldn't want to open up or talk to anybody about anything.
Like if you feel they'll never see your point in a.
I agree.
So that just carries on.
But that's where the discussion can happen.
It can.
Not everybody though. We all know that's not that type of thing. But I do think a culture of discussion is needed rather than canceling every motherfucker thing, and then later the person comes out to switch up their life, and then people are like, oh no, they're cool. Oh, I never really disliked them anyway. I knew they were kind of what.
I mean, this case for me was, I kind of, with everything going on, I kind of even forgot about the whole Bill Cosby situation. Like, and then I just go down, to be honest. And then I'm just going down the social media feed, and I'm like, Bill Cosby is free. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I thought he was like buried. I thought he was done.
Me too. I agree.
So, when I find out, due to technicalities, right? Because technically he did confess to what he did in a different court. I think that was like a civil court or whatever the case is. And because of him doing that, he wasn't supposed to do jail time at all. But then they took that confession and used it to prosecute him in another court. Hence, which is why he went to jail in the first place. I don't know why it took 2 years for anyone to figure that out. I don't know, but he's out now. The other crazy thing to me, and this is something that I've said on the podcast before that kind of annoys the shit out of me. And here's another example of that: is it came out that half of the women were lying anyway. They're coming out saying, "Oh, we was just lying. Yeah. We were paid." So again, it's not to take away from what he did.
To the ones that
his thing was he did give everyone he did give the females drugs, but they knew what it was. It's not like he slipped it in their drink, and it's like the equivalent of you bring your girlfriend over, your boyfriend over, you light up a blunt, you want to get high because everything is different. The food is better, the sex is better, everything is, but again, I wasn't there, so I'm not going to dive too much into that. But the thing that irritates me the most is to find out that half of the women, like, you take away from the actual victims. Like, it's going to be so much harder now for a woman or a male to come out and be like, well, this happened to me. Because it's constantly, now it's starting to become more and more like, yo, I did it for the money. I just wanted a check. I just wanted this. Like, so for me, that kind of pissed me off. I mean, him being free on the technicality, I can't be mad at whatever deals he made. It is what it is. Like, do people feel he deserved more jail time? Absolutely, right? Because obviously for what he did, but it is what it is. I'm not going to harp too much on that. But to me, like I said, court system is trash. Either way. Again, what took you 2 years to figure that out? And then, again, for some people, it's going to be like, why is he out in the first place? I just think he was a hero to a lot of people, right? Because I see mixed feedback where it's like, oh, why y'all supporting him? Fuck him. And then you have the other people where it's like, come on, bro, like, he's fucking 70-something. Like, this shit happened 20 years ago. What took them so long to come out? Again, I'm never going to speak on, if something happens to you, you need to speak on it right away. I've never been in that position. I don't know the fears or whatever. So I'm not going to agree to that. But like I said, for me, it's mixed feelings. Am I happy to see that he's okay and he's alive? Yes, I guess. Again, I forgot all about to be honest with you, I forgot all about Bill Cosby, him getting locked up. Like, that shit was the last thing on my mind. So, I mean, he gets to go back to his family, live the rest of his life. Of course, the other scenario was how convenient it was for all of these women to come out when he was about to buy NBC or when he was trying to buy NBC. And again, this is the shit that annoys me, right? Because you could say, oh, yeah, I see the coincidence, but he did what he did. But then when it comes out like half of the women lied, it's like, yo, well, half of the women came out and said that they lied, So for me, it's like, was that a situation where it was like, yo, because he's trying to buy NBC, because where were these women paid from? Like, they said they were paid. Paid from who? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? To slander
you never know.
And do all of that. So there's a lot of conspiracies going on. I don't know how to feel about it, but, my take on it is what it is. I mean, the court system does what they want to do, I'm pretty sure, but I'll leave it at that. May I have the beverage? Are you gonna drink? Oh, you good? Oh, say no.
That's a little check. Well, just one more to add to that, because I had
no. Guys?
Huh?
You good?
After you.
Oh, don't say that.
You said you had someone to add.
Yeah, just one more thing to add that, because I saw that last minute, so I put it up there. They was talking about Harvey Weinstein might be able to get free because of they was comparing his situation to Bill's situation. But the only difference is the buying contract that he had with the prosecutor. Harvey Weinstein didn't have that same.
He's like,
you might as well finish top that off. I'm sorry. Yeah, top that off. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Harvey Weinstein don't have the same buying contract as Bill Cosby did with the prosecutor. So I don't know. They're trying to, I don't know, just compare the two. I guess trying to make him be able to get free. I don't know about Harvey Weinstein's situation at all. I didn't even look it up or whatever the case is. So that's about it. That's all.
Queen of the pod, what's up?
I guess for me, I'd be on the fence with it. I definitely feel like, Bill Cosby had a huge impact on everyone's life as far as in our community. So I could see that being a huge thing. But also, with, some gossip comes truth. So I think the part of the truth, it doesn't sit so well with me. Do I think, persecuting him at 70 is justifiable or gonna do anything? No, I think he fucking lived his whole life. To be honest, I just feel it's pointless. I don't like the process of if you make a deal and you change on it. I feel like if he was white and he made a deal in one court, that would follow suit. And if not, it would have been fixed a lot sooner. 2 years, granted, I get it. Went through a pandemic, the system sucks. But he's on no. You guys can stop Justin Bieber from driving drunk faster than you can get Bill Cosby out from an agreement that you made in another court system. Who didn't have time to check the other court system?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. So I'm on the fence. So do I think anyone that commits rape should, be convicted? Yes. Before they're 70. Preferably before 65, and it's a retirement age.
Or 70 die at 72.
At that point, bro, he's not gonna remember shit, or he's already on medication. He's gonna go by just stop taking them. So it's just I'm saying, if I'm 65 or 7 years old, I'm in jail, and I have low blood pressure, whatever it is, I'm not taking none of these shits. I'm just gonna go quick.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Eat all the high cholesterol if they offer it.
The crazy thing was, it was just that they wanted him to admit to it. They was like, as long as you admit to it, then you won't go to jail.
They just wanted to stain.
They just wanted to fucking fuck up his character. That's all.
They wanted to stain at the end. That's just what that was.
And yeah.
Well, he had a stance. His stance was the one or two or few, or whoever, these I can say.
Yeah.
I don't know about none of this other stuff.
I don't know about the other 46.
That's
OD.
That's honest as shit, though. They're just I don't know about the rest of these people, but those three.
I just had to jump. Ooh.
Well, since we even on the subject matter anyway, we might as well get the
16K.
You did what?
No, 16K on the project streams.
I thought you said you got a check for 16K. You see how everything I said froze. I said, what you said? 16 what? But Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, so he was recently given a job as head coach for the Portland Trailblazers, and the reason why I wanted to segue into that is because he was also accused in 1997, I believe, of rape as well. The case, clearly he was found not guilty. I believe there was a settlement. So that's what kind of, what does that even mean? Yeah, what is, I don't know what that means. How can you, it's either you're guilty or not, or was she accusing him? And anyhow, so basically because of that, him getting his job, obviously it's in the media yo, okay, great, but you're a rapist. So obviously,
yo, what's crazy is they chill until you want to get
no, they just hit him with that.
And they be like, oh, you a rapist though. It's bro, what? So you thought this whole entire time?
Yeah, so I'm from 1997. Not to say that it should be forgotten, but clearly, from 1997, it was. I don't remember it being spoken about. Period. In the late, at least going into the 2010s. We're in 2021. That's a lot of years to go by, and he's done a lot of things outside of what he just got, and that was never mentioned. So I felt like this is the biggest thing he's doing right now, and it's someone took the time to bring that up, which I can understand. I get it. If that's on your file, you shouldn't have a job of that stature, right? Because you're being paid millions. But clearly, this is a fucking NBA team owned by a billionaire. Don't you think they would have paid investigators and did all their homework because they understand? Yo, we do this, there's going to be backlash. I mean, clearly he was found not guilty. That's what, the basketball, the manager of operations, he came in and, he said, we did our homework. All of our findings came back the same as what it was before. He was guilty. Everything was consensual. That's what it was. It wasn't rape. It was like, well, she was claiming rape. Now, this, I feel like this shouldn't have to be said. You should have common sense. If you are a person and you earn a lot of money and you are a celebrity of some sort, you gotta be a lot wiser with how you navigate. I think, and I'll speak specifically for males because I'm not a female, but for a male, I understand I have money. I could get any girl that I want now. You know, they'll come by the dozens. I can have a 2, some 3, some 4, some 5, some. I can have it all the way that I want it. I get it, right? But at the same time, you have to protect yourself in a sense. You have to be smarter, right? Because again, this affects actual victims. Now, they came to your room willingly. They wanted to fuck you willingly. It was all fine and dandy, but then it comes out, she's like, yo, you forced yourself on her. Like, for me, I never understood. There was people before Chauncey Billups, and there's been people after Chauncey Billups that's gone through the same thing. Like, at what point do we say, yo, you're in my house or whatever? Listen, I have cameras everywhere. I have audio everywhere. It's not that I'll just release it, but it's like, because you are who you are, you have to understand you have to protect yourself financially, especially when you are who you are. For me, I just think it's constantly stupid when, you know, celebrities get caught up in shit like that, of rape allegations and shit like that. I mean, he's not the only basketball player to go through that. But for me, I find that kind of stupid that keeps happening. Where it's like, oh yeah, he forced himself on me. But he's like, no, like, you wanted to fuck me. So it's always that he say, she say shit, and then it comes down to that settlement. Like, oh, they're looking for money. So for me, that's the kind of shit that kind of annoys me. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. But again, celebrities, if you have money, if you have whatever, you got to be fucking smarter. Like, it's kind of getting annoying to hear that. And then for you people that are fucking lying, they're actual victims being raped, touched, violated, and you take away from that shit. And I think, like, for these two topics, that's like my biggest takeaway from that.
Agree with that.
But I'll leave it at that. All right, I guess no one else gives a fuck. Fuck. All right, Chauncey Billups, hold it down. Congratulations to you. All right. Not the. It's been a while.
Technical difficulty. Now he covered everything from beginning to end. So it's like,
what is there to say? What is there to say?
He took all the words.
Aye, Captain. At this point.
No, well, I would completely agree with everything that you're saying.
But don't y'all think it's odd? Like, whenever someone's like achieving something great.
Stop. No. It's not just anything. It's particular. It's what white America sees as high positions, and you could be a basketball player. That's not considered to be a high position. Mm-hmm. But when you're a basketball coach, it's a high position. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you in particular, yeah, you can commentate on certain particular shows and stuff. But if we're talking about Super Bowl, whoa, hold on, everybody. Who's commentating? Mm-hmm. All right, we're not cool for that. Mm-hmm. But when he commentated for years, yeah, we don't care. Mm-hmm. That's just how they roll, man. That's how they roll. The thing is, we keep continuing to want to get information. So,
you gotta start signing consent forms. You gotta print them out, sign it right before you.
I'm dead ass. Like, I don't know why that's not even a thing.
No more practice.
Cause that kills the mood. I seen some like when this was starting.
He said that kills the mood.
So does jail.
Word.
So does the mood too.
Yeah.
So I say the same thing. No, but your life is just grooving until the cops come knocking.
I think we've seen enough examples to be like, yo, all right, I'm famous now, but all right, you gotta sign this consent form. Yeah, I'm gonna need that for me.
Yeah.
Shit, I couldn't move until I found the right one.
We need your state, we need your CID, your passports, and social security.
I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't even do it. I make too much money to even be doing that. Security. Make sure she signed that consent form before she even steps foot.
He's not gonna make it personal at all.
Security, why would I make this personal?
Nah, security watch.
So you want to listen? I'm explaining to you why. You think they're gonna sit there and fight security? You think they're gonna sit there and act belligerent? Security gonna get it done, correct?
Absolutely.
Right, at their most common state, correct?
Right.
At the most sober state, correct? Before any possible thing can happen, correct?
Right.
You a fool. You
Get
said
my
security
point.
should watch. I just heard what he just said. It just registered.
That's why he kept saying, yeah, correct.
I'm dead. I have a witness.
Yeah,
That's funny. That's funny.
Nah, that is funny.
You're like, yo, my
Record.
niggas like,
Nah, you gotta do it, man.
stop doing that. You signed the consent form. You can leave. We're not forcing you to do it. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. You can leave right now. You can leave immediately. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't be in those positions, man. I would be, they would hate me. People would like, I can't stand this nigga because he took on it. We can't get him. Like, how do we get this
what I'm
nigga?
saying.
Like, we can't get him nowhere. This nigga is just too on it.
So many male and females would be sent to the side for that, bro. Like it's. Like, I don't understand, man. I guess people like giving their money away. But anyhow, who's next for the quick updates?
I just want to glaze. We can glaze over this.
We got Derek.
But we can talk about it because it's important. But all right, so
Derek.
this Derek nigga, right?
Derek Choo.
I say this Derek nigga. That's his name.
Did you just say choo choo?
Derek Choo.
Derek nigga.
Derek choo choo.
The one
That one knee and then
yeah, that nigga was with the knee and
Yeah.
So he got 22.
He got 22.5. He should have got the max.
He got 22 years. People are upset. I'm happy he got arrested. The only reason why people are upset is because he can get out in 10.
Mm-hmm.
10 is not a long time for somebody like him. Now, if he's serving life, then he'll end up kind of doing 30.
Yeah.
If it's eligible for parole or something like that. So it's like he's still, people kind of want him to die in jail. Right?
Nah.
This is
People has done more time for less. Let's put it that way. I think something like this, if it was the other way around, we know it would have been the max. There wouldn't be no parole for
this
nothing.
Is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Right? And I really hope there's a response to this. I want to hear some form of response to this. Why does it seem like everybody is willing to do something to the person until they get free?
Why are they willing to do something to the person?
Zimmerman? Everybody's gonna kill him, right? Until he got free.
Now,
okay, right now
that's true.
With the Chauvin guy, right? All right.
Yeah.
Everybody, catch him. He says somebody should do something until he gets free. What are you really gonna do? Are you really up for the cause that much? I would have did that. Ain't nobody do shit to that man. That man's still alive. He done sold shirts, Skittles. This nigga showing him.
Wait. He had the nerve. Wait. He had the nerve to try to sue the family too. Remember, Zimmerman tried to sue the family.
Multiple times though.
It's just for come on.
Someone told me that his life been going down the drain though. Ever since.
I'm not trying. My man made bread off of signing a. I don't care if he's spending it on that. He is being chauffeured by white supremacists and living a good life because of what he. I don't care what people may think is going on with him.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't care.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a superstar who was riding off of a high.
Yeah.
Off of killing one of our young.
Because he's looked like as one of the originators of the. I mean, obviously it's been happening for years, but this is like he was like the first very public situation, and he got off. So I mean, it might be a little bit different for Derek because I think at this point a lot of people are pissed off. Maybe who knows when he gets out 10. Maybe nobody might do nothing to him. Who cares? I'm just happy that he's serving time in general. That he didn't get to walk off and sell T-shirts and he's making money. And his wife left him, and it was doing that tax fraud situation. So it's like his wife leaving him. To me, that's kind of, I don't know. That's kind of fake. I mean, you knew the kind of guy he was. He was doing tax fraud. So you knew your husband wasn't shit, and you was down with it. So like you leaving him now. Like I don't know if you're trying to show face.
You definitely showing face.
Yeah, you showing face. You leave your husband now. Like, come on now. You knew he wasn't shit.
I think he had multiple offenses on top of those. Like
she knew he wasn't shit from the beginning of time.
See, the thing is, females don't look at the thing in the same capacity, especially within the low life. If he's able to support and bring in a certain type of income, whether jobs, that safety is a little bit different. But the safety got cracked when he got put in a jail on trial.
She was like, I'm out.
You guys got to understand where I'm coming from. This is why I'm not hyping her to be some type of like, no, she's still with him. In some type of sense. If he can somewhat muster some things together, maybe she probably will still end up meeting with him. Still be like, oh, we can't be married here, but let's go get married in Colombia or something. I don't put it past certain. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if he can offer a particular type of security and safety to her and whatever the case may be, none of it really matters, dude. So
she's gone, bro. The books is open to the IRS. They owe millions. There's no security there.
Nah, he did that. That was all.
Yeah.
I gotta leave the country.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But happy he's doing time. Well deserved. Yes, we could all wish for life, but at least he's doing something. It's better than seeing the motherfucker walk out on a technicality and loses his job. I mean, you could put it that way.
He need to get welcome to an old man.
Queen of the pod, how are you? Talk to me.
I don't. I guess I would just more so agree with everyone on this topic. Nothing really more to like add on it. To be very honest with you.
All right, are we ready to get into the juicy? Oh, not the 3 ants. Oh,
nah.
I had just crushed one. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, y'all about to get.
Yeah, you got that.
Oh, leaving that garage door open. Oh, he got crushed on his own merit. This is not the juicy stuff we're talking about.
Where?
You sure? Because
this is looking.
It's the 3 ends for me.
It was dead ass just 3. I'm like,
ants in your pants.
nah, yo, D.
It's going viral. So I had a guy get me a Benz before and put me in a loft space and, set my whole life up differently than what it was normally. And I feel like if you brought me to like this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends, we didn't have beef and no one cheated. It was just didn't work out. But I wasn't going to move from my space because it didn't work out. I wasn't going to give him back my car because I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. What? And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget then, what's the difference now? You know what I mean? You were my girlfriend, I was fucking you. Yeah, but I personally feel like, no, I'm not moving.
But see, what he did was this though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let me go. So we didn't work out, me and you dating, you feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your love and keep paying your bills. Now I get it. You're a true boss if you do that, and that's the vibe we're getting, but
it's just I'm not moving.
If you want to stay upgraded, stay with me. If not, we'll see what's out there.
So then if that's the case, so you want me to stay with you for these items and use you?
Not for them. If you want to live like this, it comes with being with me.
Okay. So then you would prefer a woman to just stay with you for her items and her lifestyle. My lifestyle is now contingent. My current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment. Then what stops me from just staying with you for that?
Get married. You want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we're not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But realistically, that isn't making my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
That takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal from me. Like, I'm gonna feel a type of way and just as petty and ruin them things. I'm gonna ruin the car.
Is she serious? Sponsor you until you move on.
Not until I move on, but give me, until I
more time.
This whole 2000.
All right.
Toxic as fuck.
I mean, I like to listen because my first reaction is always like, what the fuck is she talking about? That's the stupidest shit.
Still that.
But I like to listen to it over and over again to try to understand, and I still don't see it.
There's no understanding that, bro. Unless you still sucking that nigga dick. No.
Yo. I mean, like, where? All right. I guess I just want to understand the idea. Where does she get the notion that, okay, I'm with you. You put me in this area now, this lifestyle, your lifestyle that you live a very lavish life. You have beautiful condos. You drive Benzes. You got me you let me drive one of your Benzes, whatever. You're paying my condo and all of that. And we break up. That's not his ex-wife. I want to be very clear. There's no marriage. There's nothing. That is just boyfriend and girlfriend. And you guys don't work out, yet you still expect me to continue to pay the mortgage on the condo for you to live there, and you still expect me to pay for the car that you drive, which is a Mercedes-Benz in this case. Like, what gives her that idea that that's okay? Like, she's not the only one. Like,
there's women out there.
I've seen it. It's very common to the point where it's like, yo, like, let's say if me and my I'm dead. Let's say me and my wife don't work out. Like, I'm not looking to date. I'm not looking to date nobody. If that's the energy that's going on out there, like,
I'm just allowing to call her.
I'm about to do a lot more than look. Watch this now. You know what? I could do something even better. But yeah, for me, it's just like, what is the like? How does she get to that thought? Why is that okay in someone's mind? I guess that's my question.
We're gonna need a therapist for that one.
Because the shit is common. It's common as fuck. It is an expectation.
I think it's like just a sense of entitlement. To me, it's like that's like saying, say like you got a high position at a job and you got fired. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna go up to the job and be like, no, you still gotta pay me this money. You still gotta give me these benefits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know how you would think to have that mindset with your boyfriend at that. Someone that you're not even married to. I don't know. To me, it's just like an entitlement thing. It's a toxic thing. It's just that those type of women just want to have everything and have the like just do the bare minimum. Feel me?
The shit that kills me is she's like, well, if he wants to take it back, then I have to destroy it. Like, I'm gonna mess up the car, and I'm gonna mess up the condo if I have to give it back. Like, I don't. No, I'm not gonna sit and pretend like there's not men that don't entertain that. There's men with enough money in their pockets to where they'll entertain some bullshit like that. I mean, I can't picture it, but I'm not sitting on millions of dollars to blow, right? So, I don't know. To me, it's fucking stupid. It's for me. It looks like it's a scary world dating out there because the expectations is crazy. For me, it look crazy. It looks ridiculous. For me, I feel like almost like even if you are successful and you're in the dating world, you should almost not reveal how successful you really are. I think you need to be as
concealed,
basic as possible. Like, unless you with that person that was with you from high school or whatever, that's ride or dying. Cool, she or he is entitled to anything, marriage included.
Can't do that nowadays.
Marriage included, please.
Maybe our time growing up, yeah. But these chicks nowadays is totally different, man. You gotta understand, man. Women are making money at such high rate. They're living such a lifestyle before they even remotely even touch 20. Like, you got dudes that are fucking flying and phew.
Yeah, the Instagram models and all of that. Yeah.
Different value of life. It's such a quick and at a young age. It's hard to combat that shit, dude. And then you got some of them who like actually are. I'm not saying this in a derogatory way. I'm saying this in like an up-powering way because a lot of them are being investors.
No, talk your shit.
Like, they're fucking shit up in the South. Boys, to a point that a lot of them business owners and homeowners like fucking real estate up. They not just no typical, you feel me? So, like, they're living differently, bro. And it's like, the playing field for men is just fucking disgusting. I'm making bread, right, for my son so he don't have to play in the playing field where he has to compete with motherfuckers who are children of millionaires.
Yeah.
Do you understand how fucked up that is for my kid? Like, he's not gonna get he's gonna be like,
you better date the Liberian.
Mentally fucking ill because of all the problems with trying to date women and trying to appease them and shit. It's gonna get younger and younger. It's gonna get way more crazier. Technology gonna be just. I don't think this shit gonna get more concealed. I don't think it's gonna get
no.
The shit just. It seems to just get younger. Everything seems to get younger to me. And it's freaking me out a little bit.
No, I mean,
these motherfuckers making money. How the fuck you a millionaire? Like it's a few that was like 21. Now it's like 15, 16, 17. Like, what the fuck are you doing being a millionaire? This shit is next level. And it's all over a nice idea and their social media or marketing things the right way. Or they're knowing the platforms a certain type of way. is crazy of this motherfucker.
That shit is just a huge turn off for me. Like she's a beautiful woman, a beautiful body, all of that.
Oh, let me say my side of the situation.
Look.
Here we fucking go. I got caught up in other shit. Okay, so basically what she was saying is this. Okay, hey, homie did that whole purchase of the condo. They were not. Alright, so the context that she gave on Fresh and Fit, she was thoroughly to explain the situation. So she basically was dating this guy for, I would say, a collective of 5 or 6 years. So in the beginning, I would say the first year, I don't know, he might have been a guy who was just doing whatever he's doing. I focused on her on that level. But I guess they were talking or whatever the case may be, dating for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then it was just friends or just still continuing. But they started not dating. It was just...
Smash and grab.
She was in a one of a broken home situation. I think she was in homeless, something of the sense. Yeah. And she was working somewhere in in one of the strip clubs, but in the back somewhere. And the guy she I guess worked her way up because he owned the club. And then she became a dancer. And then he started kind of taking care of helping her. However you want to say it. I would say helping until he started dating. I don't think he ever really looked at her like that. Yeah. After she explained the situation, from that hindsight, I can understand that she's not a good. If any fucking body in that predicament would take that, she is all the way up. If you really think about it from that hindsight, you from a home type situation. Not only that, you know what I'm saying? You got job nobody really cares for you, whatever the case may be, broken home, whatever, and then you just pretty much get into you get a job at this spot. Then you end up doing this. Then you meet a guy who completely fucking puts you on to other than stripping, whatever work he was doing with the clubs or whatever the case may be. Yeah. You help him with that, and then he's then y'all gain a little situation. That's a come up to me. I don't even see it, and I can understand why the guy himself would not necessarily want anything from it. Yeah. He might not see it that way.
Yeah, he's a different
because of the way it's explained. It didn't seem like he went in you're my wife. You're gonna be my wife. And my girlfriend, I'm taking that down, and then 3 years later, it's yeah, whatever. I don't want to deal with you no more. And then he's paying. That shit's weird. But from the way she explained it, kind of a taken care of situation. Then y'all might have fucked. I don't even think they were in a relationship. I just think they fucked a few times. And it was a thing at the moment. Do you get what I'm saying? It's kind of I don't know how to say it. It's weird.
I get what you're saying, but
it's a freaky-ish little daughter. You know what I mean? Father, weirdish little. Then it went romantic. Then it clicked back into that weird fucking. It's weird to me.
It's trash.
But people who live that high that shit works for them, and I don't understand why. This is why we hear these weird stories. Well, he had sex. What the fuck? Why would he have sex?
What are they calling men today? What are they calling men? Simps.
This is just
Simp. That's a simp. If you had to give it, it doesn't sound like he's down for it though, because she's emotionally upset.
It was for a certain amount of time. It was for the condo was for a year, and I think the car lease is about to be up. That she was saying. But she's making so much now that she's able to do.
But that's what I was gonna say.
What she was saying is at the point when before all of this popped off. Because everything kind of recorded and put out, and then everything hits, then becomes hit the okay. So, and prior to all this situation, she's I was stripping, I was hustling, doing this, doing multiple things to kind of make money. But she's I was not spending my money good. That shit was out. It was poor money management. I was renting cars, I was doing dumb shit. This is why I'm yeah, motherfucker, keep paying for this because I'm not even capable of holding this down because I'm not financially. And then it's as she started talking, it's you're not as much of a, because you're admitting these things. Women who are the way she sounded in that video, you would not expect a woman like her to say that. And this is where they're hold on. Then they start asking more questions. They're wait, all right, so you're not we're not what you thought. And she's this is what I was trying to say. I didn't know how to she's as y'all asking me questions, I'm able to explain it better. For you to understand the situation, it's not the way you guys are thinking, the way everybody else thinking, the way they've seen in that video. And that's when I'm I get it now. Okay, because before I'm I didn't go over the top, and I'm this chick is bugging the hell out. You're tripping. If you want some shit like this, I'm afraid of her teaching other young women like this, ABC and D. But if it's that situation playing out that way, but it's honestly and truthfully still the message itself. Because I may have got an understanding of what it was, but the people who heard this viral video, these young girls who heard that viral video, they didn't get the explanation.
Yeah,
they
that shit
just
is
got
trash.
that one part.
I'm not gonna lie to you, as a female, my stance on even with hearing the additional information, shut the fuck up. Like, that shit's still retarded as shit. It's an L. You gotta come up. I treat it like an investment. You're not promised to have money again tomorrow. You should have pulled out while it was early, and you were still in profit. Just an L. Like,
okay. The one thing that I would say to that, she's heavily submissive.
That's not.
Like, no. It makes the whole difference. Her heavily submissive is, I will do this whole thing here, but I'm not, like, if you can take care of this, I feel like, even me as a man, if I don't got that money, I can understand that type of woman.
Yeah, but she needs a contract.
Say
like being a submissive, a person that's actually fully submissive, not just you have submissive nature, like an actual person that's submissive, meaning we have an agreement, meaning that you pay for these things and I do this, or this is the relationship to whatever capacity it is, whether you have sex or don't have sex, right? But this is the nature of the relationship. Those type of things have literal contracts. So what she put into place would be fine if she ran herself like the business she's trying to be right now.
Well,
I don't get it.
Well, the thing is, she's not. The viral video caused for her to do this. You got something here. She's not trying. I guess the way you just said it was kind of like she's trying to live off this. No, the internet shot it up, and she's just going to profit off the situation because it's already there. She did not. She doesn't. On the pot. I don't understand why. She's like, I don't understand why everybody's going crazy. I don't even understand why.
I mean, based off of what she said there, for me, like, that little snippet.
When you watch it, I should have said it before. Watch the Fresh and Fit chick. When you see that chick, you're gonna be like, that's not the same. That's not the same energy at all. It's not even the same energy.
So the video, she's trying to market off of that.
Well, she's trying to clean it up.
No, it ain't clean it. You're not getting it.
I mean,
she doesn't understand why it blew up. She doesn't even understand how she's in that predicament. She's confused. It's not like, oh no, I gotta be. It's not like her faking the funk. I don't know why I don't even know how I'm. But the fact that I'm here, I'm a capitalize. I might as well try to do something since I'm here. This guy pulled me into a lifestyle. I didn't know this video was gonna go viral, but fuck it, that viral video is now helping me create a brand that I can do now. I would never fall in a situation like that.
No, I'm not speaking to that. I'm just speaking of what she's saying is stupid. Like, I don't think, like, what I say is, listening to what she just said, would you date her openly and just be like, yeah, I'm down for that, to pay for your lifestyle. Even if we break up, I'm still going to pay for your car note. I'm still going to pay for your life. Would you be willing to do that? I'm never doing that. That's what I'm speaking to. I get what you're saying about the come up, but no, because I think it's two different conversations. No, it's two different conversations. No, because I'm saying it's two different. I think it's two different conversations. What we're talking about is what she said specifically, and I feel what we're addressing is what she's saying is stupid. No, it's nobody in their right mind is gonna co-sign. Yeah, I broke up with my boyfriend, but he still has to pay for my shit. I think that's what I'm speaking to. I think you're speaking to the come up of what she's like coming up off of that, and I get that. But to me, it's no matter what she does, whatever come up she does because the video went viral.
I wasn't talking. I only mentioned that the come up was the last piece into because you basically was saying like, is this some? Nah, what I was talking about was totally what you were saying. This wasn't something that she explained. It wasn't just a boyfriend who instantly were fucking once we met. This was it's the whole situation.
I mean, but after the breakup, does any of that matter?
It does because the way that they met was not the same.
I'm not doing nobody. Only the mother of my child. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He must be a person of a certain caliber of money. But as we sit here, a majority of the population that is a regular average earning the regular salary. No one is co-signing, yeah, what she's doing, we get it.
Okay, no, but if you are, you guys could send us an email and you guys could, shoot your shot.
She wants to email. She said if you are.
But,
this conversation, the conversation is only opinionated by those who can't afford it. Only opinionated.
That's not true.
Because how?
I could afford to pay for a girl's apartment right now. It doesn't mean I want to do it. That doesn't matter. Like that's what I'm saying. It depends on the guy.
Depends on the person. It depends. Everyone's.
No, it's still.
It's just my personal thing where it's just like.
For example,
that's dumb to me.
For instance, if I cut out every single thing I do solely just to do that, then I could do it. But there's a guy who doesn't. It doesn't fucking matter to him. This income is different. Like, he's not even remotely thinking of that conversation. Is you gotta understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't have it. I have the opinion because I don't. I have the. Yo, nigga, you know what I work for? This nigga is like, I don't give a fuck. I make money here. I'm opinionated because I don't have it. That's not an opinion. This is the world we live in. What I'm saying is not a fucking opinion. So if you had it, you would be fine with it? Listen to what I'm saying to you. Only those who don't have... Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm asking you, if you did have it, would you... Do you get what I'm trying to say? I get what you're saying, but it sounds like you're saying nobody at that caliber was actually even arguing about this.
No, but I'm saying, what you're trying to say is if you do have it...
No, I'm not.
Then... So,
you're sticking it to me. I'm making it clear again. Right. I'll say it again.
Those who... Say like you...
Hold on. Just let me repeat it.
Those who don't... It's an opinion. Mm-hmm. Those who do, they're not even talking about this shit at all.
In a Pentecostal church, the way they was getting deep in it.
So motherfuckers ain't even so like
mind,
like pretty much was like say like if you were born into wealth or whatever, and so you was rich from the jump.
Different mindset,
doing what that person did, it wouldn't come across his mind because
what I'm more speaking to is
cars and shit like
let me be clear. I'm not speaking to his mindset. We're speaking about the woman and her words and her actions. You yourself said, for the young girls that are watching that caught that can't be the message that's passed. That's what I'm speaking to. We're speaking about the opinions. I don't care about any of that. What I'm saying is it's not right. It doesn't matter whether I'm rich or poor. None of that matters. I'm not gonna. None of that matters. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Yo, that's her lifestyle." It doesn't matter.
The semantics that you're. Focus. I guess this.
Y'all just breaking up the mics.
No, it's been a while.
The back and forth that you're having, Prada, is the rich and poor. What I'm trying to say is
just
between that,
right? That's what I'm saying.
However, rich, wealthy, however. And I don't want to say poor, but the people who don't have it is a little less fortunate or more or less, however you want to state that. The dialect and the talk, the way the brain looked at this situation is not the same, right? So I'm taking it out of even as a person open-minded, so I can think to that capacity. If you completely shoot it out, right, and it's just the public. Now you talk to the people who are wealthy and you ask them about this, right, and if you talk to the people who actually are not. Mm-hmm. The people who are not will be the ones who are more highly opinionated on it. The ones who do have it are not. That's all I'm saying. No one's saying anything about our personables about the situation. Just on that alone. But if you want to get down to your personable, like a personable, I wouldn't like that because then it would shift the world very wrong and awkward. Because then every woman would want to be treated like that, which means every man would have to make that amount of money, which is impossible. That makes things just unbalanced. That's reality. What I'm speaking of is just the reality of the way that these two different separate sides live. They don't talk in the same. This is why this woman even exists. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? She's not a created character. She exists because of those guys. Mm-hmm. That's why it has to make sense. That's why we can't get mad at it because we are not the guy. See, you're not the guy that created her. I'm not the guy that created her. You're not the guy that created her. The guy who I'm talking about who doesn't care about this created her. Right? So this is where we could talk about this back and forth and say it's not right because we know to us because of people who are hard working.
I created a few. How you know that? I created a few.
But a motherfucker, dude,
I'm dead ass.
This is no way. Yeah. Like we'll be able to understand that capacity. Until we get there. If you get there, then it's like. But since we're here and know that people like that exist, I would have my money like I still wouldn't give it to you because I know you exist and I know why you exist. But knowing me, if I was single. Wasn't married. I'm tricking the fuck out. Are you stupid?
I'm not.
Are you stupid? I'm having
no, but it's
the money don't matter to me. Why would I care?
I've tricked on a lot of females. I've tricked on a lot of females, but I'm not paying your car note and I'm not paying your mortgage.
opinions besides the ones I went around with.
You know what it is? No. I know. I have something to add to it, but I'll wait until we get to the next section because it actually kind of goes together.
Who's the next one?
Say that shit.
Nah, I don't.
It has to do with the fact that probably more money in dating.
Can't say it, but like I mean, like I big got what you said, but it hit my head when I thought back to the situation. Like, oh shit, okay, alright, yeah, alright.
What, you was tricking?
You was tricking?
Think about what I'm saying.
I was tricking. I used to trick.
Chicken. I don't know. I don't know the. Continue. I'm just gonna pass on that.
Nah, I don't. Let's not sit on this too long.
Guys.
I just wanted to because we're gonna speak about finances, and I think that this we can kind of tie this in with the whole finance talk. Let's continue on to the next. The next is
interracial dating.
All right, so I guess I'll piggyback on it because it really has to do with the conversation as far as like I guess dating. So of course I'm open to everybody. Everyone knows I'm bisexual in general, so I figured kind of dating outside of my race, not just outside of my specific gender. So I went on a few dates. One guy was from London, another person was Russian. Another guy, I don't know what the fuck he was. He was just boring, so that doesn't really matter.
Oh shit.
No, the first two were great though. I'm saying 2 out of 3 is pretty decent.
No, but you should on the third guy.
Yeah, you always get a boring. I'm sure. I'm sure it's unanimous that it's boring, but he's cool.
Could you explain
why I think he's boring?
Yeah.
He spoke like the guy from the Clear Eyes commercial. It was like a dragged on conversation.
All right. So, was he or his speech more?
Both, even through his text, it was just there was no life in it.
All right. For example, what caught you?
To go on the date.
No, nothing. Experiment probability. So I needed 3 dates and 3 examples.
Yo, I'm crying.
But
she had a control.
Here's the only reason why I'm going back, because as a guy, every guy who's watching is just like, females only choose something that they like. There's no way you blindly just pick this guy just out of thin air.
He wasn't fat. He didn't look like he would kidnap me. He had more than 4 photos.
Here we go. See? Now we getting somewhere.
He was cute.
4 photos.
Nah, it's no.
Attraction.
There's a security thing.
Attraction for me, depending on race, to be, I'm naturally attracted to black men, just naturally. I can be attracted to a Caucasian man, but it usually takes a little different type of effort. And it's I don't know. It's just like I've been attracted to a Caucasian man off the rip, but it's so rare. I could say it's been 2 in 31 years.
Well, all right, let's put it like
this. Like off the rip.
The way it sounds like your attraction is based differently because the demographic is different, right? So depending on if it's a white guy, it takes a little bit difference of spicings, not just a plain old white guy, right?
Yeah, you gotta have something.
You gotta have some swagger.
This is what I'm trying to get at. It has to
Can't tell that from John's picture.
Not necessarily black.
You just said.
Not necessarily black, but he has to be white, and be proud to be. Not like hate white, but you get what I'm saying.
Nah, they gonna be clipped.
This is what I mean.
Talk to white, so like
there's a lot of white friends that I have, and I love them because they don't try to be black. They don't try to be Spanish. They don't try to be hip. They're so
themselves.
But it's like they're white, but they love the fact that they are what they are. They like to be cool with everybody else, but they love what they are at the same time. Yeah. They have their own. They like what they like. They like their music. I listen to rap. I listen to. They've created their own little. I don't want to say swag, but they feng shui. Because when you say swag, everybody thinks of a little bit of black in it. That's why I want to say feng shui, because it's their own thing. You feel what I'm trying to say? Right? Now,
that's actually funny.
It's the reason why I'm saying that, because we'll continue.
I guess for me, I would say in dating, I've of course dated black men, Spanish men, and in dating Caucasian men as well, just like reintroducing myself back to it. I would say that the one thing that I noticed is they're very tailoring. Not saying that black men aren't very tailoring too. Again, maybe I need to go on 3 more dates and really compare with a heavier number. But I would say that the British guy, he was very interesting as far as like when I walked in, the whole restaurant knew that I was there, like as his date. I don't know why, but they all did. Everything that he read. So I told him I hated Italian food, so I was really curious why the fuck he'd bring me to an Italian restaurant. I was like, wow, they're just retarded. But no, he actually reviewed the entire menu and made sure it would be things that I would actually eat that I've told him previously. So it wasn't like filled with a bunch of pasta options. So I thought that was interesting. Cool. All right, fine. Then I go on a date with the Russian. Go ahead.
You said the last guy you just mentioned was the British guy.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna sit this for a little while. I think men should take kind of some type of. I'm talking to us. I won't say the word, but I'm talking to us. I think you need to sit and take some type of accountability for some of this stuff. We do. We have to take some accountability.
Yo, it's like your brother's weird.
You gotta relax. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because females pay attention to these small things, right? If you don't know how to be tailored or dress the right way when you're wearing something tailored, there's a different way to go about things. Not only that, if it's something that you actually want, there's other, I'm not going to say a race, there's men who go after and study exactly what they want. Now, that difference is showcased by when you go on some of these dates. A lot of guys don't have a conversation, they go after the vagina. They don't actually they don't pay attention enough to Let's put it like this. A woman could come looking bad and be like, you ready to go. That's what she had to do. But all you had to do was just pay attention to what she said and then make sure the date goes like she said.
Nah, clap for that. You gotta press the button for that, man.
The reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like we do this competition thing, right? Just as us. Like, man, fuck out of here and go directly to sex. Am I lying?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell that nigga go fuck that? So out of all the things that was said, go straight to this nigga knowing how to fuck. No, you got, and I've been a person who's done this before too. So it's like, but at times like this, you gotta kind of be like, you know what, bro?
I'm trying to think about this.
You gotta think like, you know, bro. That can't be the lead here, man. Like, I can't be leading with dick. Like, that can't just be the only thing I'm leading with, right?
Facts.
Because if she only brings vagina to the table,
then you
right,
take too.
You know, we gotta take. Now, the reason I'm saying that because a lot of people entry is, yo, once I hit her, if I hit her, but it's like, what if you never hit her?
What if you never smash?
But what if we put that effort just towards? What if this first date is fire? Just a small thing though. I feel like the D is a little bit heavy. But if you hit her with that date, like, what if I ace this date, boy? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all you want. Yeah. I can almost guarantee you, I think every man would have a better success. Yo, rock the date. Homie, rock that shit. Like you are a caterer. Like, you know what I mean? Rock that date, homie. I'm sorry.
No. Honestly, I would say tailoring it or catering to that situation, especially the first few dates, especially in the beginning, it's huge for a woman that's dating, right? Because then it's like going to interviews, right? You go to interview 2, 3, whatever. At the end of the day, kind of just turns into that. I would say as far as the Russian guy, he did his own version of catering. So he didn't do the conventional, I look through the menu and analyze everything you eat. It's, I heard you say you don't like to pick anything new to eat. Cool. Keeps that in his head. It's, hey, we're going out tomorrow. Do you know what you're going to wear? Honestly, no. I'll probably go to the mall tomorrow. What size do you wear? Okay, I send the size. And I'm like, why? And it's like, something. I forgot what he said, but then he was just like, what's your address? And I'm like, damn, should I give my address? What if he kidnaps me? And then I'm just like, I was just like, at that point, I was like, shit, I might get kidnapped tomorrow. Then I might just be rushed, waiting. And so I sent the address, and he was like, I'm going to have my driver deliver it to you within the hour.
Some bullshit.
And no, so this is the part where I'm like, 1, driver. 2, you really buying that shit? 3, Mom, can you take this picture just in case I don't come back upstairs? Because it's just
film me, get the license plates.
Because I'm like, this kidnapping, exquisite.
Word.
My dumb ass went there cheery.
So the driver pulls up with the dress?
Yes.
It felt too good to be true.
No, it felt too good to be true because it wasn't something I was used to. Right? So the driver pulls up. The dress, a pink rose, because pink is my favorite color. Guess you remembered that. I go upstairs. I'm like checking it. Like, what if there's there's something on? Like, I'm just like nothing. So I pull out the dress. I'm like, it's gorgeous, but I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna actually fit me because I've never had a man just pick. We have not met, And so I'm like, I asked my mom, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna zip the dress up. So I put it up. I'm like, it fits perfect, which creeps me out even more because I'm like, though I told you my size, even knowing my size, sometimes I have a hard time picking the dress. It might just not fit. You know what I mean?
Depending on the brand.
Yeah. And no. So I'm like, where is this brand from? I'm like, looks like it's a boutique. So I looked it up and I'm like, did he just find like a $500 or $600 dress?
No, my man is.
I said, oh, he gonna want pussy. And so I'm like,
I wasn't shaking my head to that. I think you said something. I think I was shaking my head to that.
No, that's a different courting.
I never experienced. I didn't know what to expect.
His courting is different because finances are different.
Would you tie this back in with what that girl was saying about like how?
No.
I do.
But he ain't paying her more.
No. You know what? That's good. That's a good one.
That's basic shit, though.
That's good though. No, he put up a good point, but I want to make a point.
He's right because it's levels.
Yeah, that's basic. That's
no. So no, I'll answer this. Do I expect that after moving forward that this nigga's gonna buy me a dress moving forward or clothes or whatever after we stop dating? Hell no. Will I take every piece moving forward until then? Yes. But will I have high expectations for the next person I date? Sure the hell. Do I expect? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't expect random Rob I start dating to be like, alright, I'm gonna buy you a dress. I don't know if he can afford nothing past H&M. I'm cool with that. I get it.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
See now, here's
like I get it.
here's the thing about y'all women. Y'all be fucking lying. You know damn well you do. The thing is, you know that the likeliness of the way the world works.
The back to back. Yeah, the back to back.
Motherfucker. It's like it's a garbage.
She admitted to it. She said,
No.
You said that you would like.
No, I'm being honest.
She said she don't want to put it on him.
No. I know. I'm saying, no. I'm
Mm-hmm.
being honest. Will there be a caliber, like a new level for me dating me moving forward? Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, am I going to be realistic to, let's say I do like a man. I know he does not make the same figure. This person owns a few businesses. So, you know what I mean? Compare. I'm going to be realistic to that person's like financial status. I'm not going to be unrealistic and say, buy me this, that, and third. I can buy it for myself.
So you won't hold the next person
No, but I would like the attention or the effort. So it could be something simple as far as like.
She full of shit, but alright.
Yo, I'm glad you know, bro.
No.
It's not trying to come at you. It's just the way how y'all want to buy it.
I got you.
You have to
niggas. So at least can a bitch get somebody that's gonna buy it?
You need to turn that controller back on.
Word. Nah, I feel like if I turn the laptop back on, it's going
Oh,
But nah, let me rock it up. But the reason why I say it's bullshit is because you already said it. Once a certain bar has been raised, and that's the thing. If you catch a woman that hasn't experienced all of that, and you give just a little bit of it, I don't think she's gonna go backwards. Even if she is willing to go backwards, not too far back. So let's say, okay, he has the driver and he got you the dress and everything, right? Now let's say the next guy you meet may not have that. However, if he gets a lift, if he orders a Lyft or an Uber, he gets a dress from Zara or something. I don't know. The equivalent.
That's sweet.
It is, but not all women are gonna be like you. I still feel like it's bullshit. Because everything will start to be looked at in the currency. No matter how much y'all want to get away from it, it's always gonna come down to that bottom dollar. Like, yeah, he did it on this level. So this level, I get it, but that's entry level. I'm not dealing with that anymore. I used to be chauffeured everywhere, whether it was him driving me around or it was Bruno that he sent.
Guess what? Whoever's on the date, he will hear it.
You get what I'm saying? So
he gonna hear it.
It's like
it ain't gonna be on purpose. You're gonna do it by mistake.
Like if a woman dates a athlete or an actor or whatever, she usually stays in that circle. There's no way she goes from dating a millionaire or almost married to a millionaire or married to a millionaire, now divorced, and she starts to look for the average guy again, because now she's just too like what is this? Breakfast is usually served. The chef is already doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. I mean, there are some women. Let me not put it that way, but there are some women that just don't care, and they're like, you know what? You love me for me. Like Jack Dawson on Titanic. You know what I'm saying? Like there's those situations for Jack, but it's rare.
Okay, so would I be able to add to that? So outside of the fact that, yes, granted, a person is at a certain level, they can give you a certain caliber of experience.
Yeah.
unconventionally, he made 3 reservations at 3 different restaurants in the city.
You on his bullshit?
No. What I ended up making him do is cancel all reservations, and we're gonna go to a random place driving to Atlantic City. He looked so uncomfortable because I picked it wasn't a place that was bad food. It was really good food. Mm-hmm. It just wasn't a place that looked like it would fit his suit nor my dress. And I wanted to see how he would cope with that. Honestly, it showed. It was very hard in the beginning. But
he's like Burger King.
No, he was just like, he said, why? He was like, you picked this. I said, yes. He said, this, of all the places from here, 2 hours, this is the one? And I was just like, yes, you'll be fine. And so we sat down. We were about to eat. He looked like he didn't want to eat anything. He picked some scotch, and he was just like, I think the scotch was 12 years old, but it wasn't old enough. I didn't even know it was a thing. Mm-hmm. And so he was going back and forth with the dude about the whatever. So he finally gets the drink. He orders the food, and he literally whispers in my ear, honestly, this shit's really fucking good. And I was just like, see? And you didn't have to spend $1 million. You can enjoy today in just an experience. You don't have to pick 3 different fucking restaurants and think, okay, if she swallowed $1 million steak, she's going to be happy. Nope.
Mm-hmm. The happy meal. The happy meal is just.
It's like, yo, come down to the real world.
No, granted, went to Atlantic City, then also stayed at one of the best places, but it was like, it was respectful. Like, it was enjoyable because the moment it didn't have to seem, I don't know, like, I'm very down to earth. Like, though I'm a female, right? I love a beautiful dress. I love nice shoes. I love, things that look pretty. Mm-hmm. But I'm also down to earth. Like, if you can't put on a fucking hoodie and act normal, no matter how much things you give me, I'm going to be unhappy. Because you're not, to me, like, I'm not as comfortable with you.
Yo, it sounds like to me, yo, fellas, take notes. Females want experiences, my nigga.
Word.
That's it.
Fire.
You gotta just keep
get it. Up with experiences. Put her in the back of your Honda Civic and drive her to Atlantic City.
Put her in the, make sure she's in the seat.
What he did is possible by every man. There's tweaks to it, but anybody can do it.
It's possible. That's what I'm saying. Like,
don't get the private driver. Don't do that.
Yo, Rada, why are you doing this, bro?
What? I'm saying. I'm saying. Like,
this nigga just said.
He said everybody could do it.
Doable. Yep. Everyone could do it.
Not just tweaks. No, what I'm saying is like.
And she going to and she gaslighting.
Yeah, ladies, don't let her talk my own got it.
No. I'm saying like I mean, obviously everyone don't have personal. She said unemployment is at an all-time high. No, like not everyone has a personal drive. If you have your own whip, you can drive your shorty to Atlantic City. That's what I mean. Like this. Clearly,
not talking about your shorty product.
I didn't say anything about my shorty though.
I know what you're saying. I know. Yeah, I know
if you're driving your shorty, that means you're in a relationship.
Whatever. A random stranger.
Whatever. You're dating.
It's a stranger.
But I'm saying on a first date, you see, I can only speak for myself. What I see as courting on a date, I've done different things just because things that I've done, other people would just be like, nah, that's a simp move. I would never do that. That's too much. This is what I'm saying. There's certain levels. When I go on a first date, you can do it. I would never do a personal driver to pick you up and do the dress. To me, that's too much, but that's not in my ballpark. It isn't. It just isn't. Maybe one day.
Your little brother drop off an H&M just a son, but I think
I wouldn't do all of that. I would send it.
You can do it, bro.
Like you see.
Max, you seen that?
Yeah, but that's me now. Me back then in my dating phases, I like. For me, that was like ordering an Uber or Lyft.
You can say me, my position. I don't mind.
What?
Say he can talk
my position.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, you could do the same shit. Look,
I mean, I have a car, but
send an Uber or Lyft to pick her up. There are nice restaurants out there that are not expensive. Like I said, the way that he did it is just that his money is a little different. So obviously, from what I can gather from your story here, he seems like to be like he likes to be in control. Like the fact that you change the restaurant, because usually a guy in his position, he gets to call the shots and everything. That's done.
Yep.
So you changing that whole situation for him. I mean, for him, he should see it as a win, right? Because like I said, someone would be like, yeah, give me the $1,000 steak. If you're fine with the...
I wanted to try something else. I feel like I prefer to test someone in a not comfort zone. Your comfort zone is to go to these restaurants. I'm sure you've been there.
I like what you did with what you saying that going to a different restaurant, getting him out the comfort zone.
I'm sure he's been there before. So You know it's great for a reason. No, let's try this shit.
I thought that was interesting.
But you're not going backwards though.
Oh hell, fucking no!
You're not downgrade. This is what I'm saying. I think that's the point we're getting. Like, you're not gonna go back to the normal guy.
What? No. What's a normal guy though? I feel like that's very debatable.
Like who? Like how many guys? All right. Like how often are you gonna bump into? Like, all right. Let's say you and him don't work out. Like, what's the guarantee you're gonna run into another guy that can send a driver?
You say normal, but the thing is this: women don't want normal guys, bro.
You better start look. You better look for the girls that's fine with the normal. That's the thing too. Like
no,
that's hard to find.
I'm trying to understand.
This is what I'm trying to get.
I'll take that back.
We are men. We're using our man brain to say what females want, just like females are trying to use their female brain to tell other females what men want. We are not capable of necessarily doing this. I'm learning this slowly but surely, watching women speak about this stuff. Like, they don't want a normal. We can preach as much as we fucking want to. They don't want a
But let's define what a normal man is.
That's what I'm saying. Now, what they define as a normal man is your average Joe, which is their 9 to 5. It's not about that you just have a 9 to 5. It's the capacity of your 9 to 5. Now, if you're the 9 to 5 guy who just goes to work and come home, they don't fucking want you, bro. Now, if you right
fucked
now,
up.
that's normal. Right now, if you
fucked up.
now, like if you kind of like you work out a little bit, you hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? You kind of go out a little bit. You know some stuff. You know about Lubidar. You got a fighting chance, buddy. You know what I mean? 45, 50K a year. You know what I'm saying? 50. It all depends. You got a fighting chance because the guy who knows how to be around a female and talk around a female actually leverage comedy, seriousness, to be able to play with the emotions, not on some funny, but getting to know the female. Like, breaking the barriers and be like, all right, let me break this whole shit up and figure out who you are, right? Now, when you are that good, you're not going to be wealthy. Sorry, them niggas got to pay their way through, right? This is where the advantage comes through, right? If you that 9 to 5 guy and you're single, you kind of got a lot more time to do you. Be more on you. Experience a little bit more. Read more. Vast off to do different shit. This is what's going to make you attractive. You know, one time come. I'm going to tell you. The minute you come back, every chick that you was trying to talk to before you left, immediately going to talk to you. Because you did something different that nobody else is doing. It don't matter about your 9 to 5. It matters about the way that you're trying to go about it. Same thing, like if you're doing kind of like you, 9 to 5, you have an idea. Hey, look, I'm putting this into effort. I'm moving on this. You showcased this, you're good. One thing outside of the norm. You have to do one thing outside of the norm. And it's not only just one thing. Nigga, you gotta renew. Like, if you rebuttal, then you're failing. Like there's a time limit, I think, for every woman. But there's a time limit. I think for men too. No. If you rebuttal, bro, you got a time limit. You gotta. What I mean is like talking about something that you're not bringing to fruition. Okay. If you rebut, you can't do that too much because then you're gonna lose out. I think for men it's the same shit too. If you
that's for anybody.
We out. But for women it's a little different.
So the tolerance level is lower.
I feel like when you say for women, it's like no, this is really on point. Like say like you got 2 years, whatever.
Bro,
it's 2 years.
They're not.
If you say 2 years, you may spill it over 3, 4.
You can warm over depending on what it is. Do a little something new.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Nah, but I feel like when you fucking lease say it's a year, y'all know it's for the fucking finish. Like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like if anything has a timestamp or someone says they have an expiration date on whatever is for them, then that should be heard and moved accordingly.
You know what it is? You're talking from an emotional standpoint. You're talking from a standpoint that you're not attached to none of these people. That's why it's easy for you to say that. Now, when you're actually attached, though, it's kind of like at that time, you weren't thinking at the capacity because that's what you're in the state of going through it that you was going through. You weren't thinking that way. It had to happen for you to be like, you know what? I know how to think and move in that situation. That's why it's a little different for you. You're always going to have a different outlook than a normal female was because you've been through something. Now, a female who they're not seeing it that way. They're going to go in it like with their heart or with emotion to the situation. Not now, some of them, they might be on your game. Somebody around them could have said something to them. And they might be a little bit smart to pick up on something, a nuance or something, and kind of catch it before. Those are the lucky ones. For the most part,
they're going to experience it and take that out.
Yeah.
I got you. It's the truth.
It's harsh. You don't have to But nonetheless,
you know what it is? I've been out of the game so long.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
That's because in my time of dating, oh God, you didn't need all of that. Having a personality, going out, being adventurous, yes, that. Nah, that's not that type of show anymore. I offered you something to drink. You didn't want it.
One bottle of drink.
Nah, you see, there's nothing there. You see, it's a different energy now.
Well, since he asked for a bottle, we might as well. We got something. Yeah. I do because I can stay on that.
How about we jump straight to what you was talking about on the what you was talking about the because I feel like the next.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm talking about now, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we
was just talking about Shay's level of dating is
right, yeah, look,
guys, at a high peak.
Guys, get your shit up. You just got to get your shit up. I'm not saying that in pertaining towards what she's saying. I feel like there's a lot of men who watch the podcast. There's some females, but I think they'll agree with what I'm saying. Men on a heavy standpoint got to do a lot.
One last question.
Not on a mostly standpoint.
I'm sorry. Are there any normal females left? I'm sorry, just because I've been out of the game so much. So when I hear y'all, I'm like,
no. Normal.
Like you see the equivalent to the normal guy. Is all right? You see the normal guy. Is there an equivalent?
I got you.
There's not an equivalent girl? That's what I'm going for.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking to men. All right. For the woman, let's say for instance, there's I'm not stretching shit. Fuck it, straight to the point. The reason why I'm saying men need to fix their situation or change their situation up is because women are born with their shit. When you were 14, you were in competition with a guy who was 20 and willing to pay her weight to get what he wanted. You didn't even have a dollar to your motherfucking name. You just had game and said that you like her. Mm-hmm. You're always gonna play at a different game. Mm-hmm. Men and women always are gonna play at a different game. They have the world handed to them just for existing, bro. We have to build our existence.
Yeah, men have to build themselves. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Who we are, the confidence. So until you get to that point, you won't be able to woo her. You won't be able to say the right things. You won't be able to do the right things or make the right decisions. And I'm still learning. We are still learning through this process of how things are happening. I'm still learning. Like, you know what? I gotta step my game up. I can't just keep doing. No, I gotta be a quick learner. I gotta do a little better. And it ain't always. This is why I keep saying. I do this shit for me, bro. Like, I love my wife to death, but I do this shit for me. You want to know why? If I do it for her and she don't fucking like it, guess what I'm going to do? Not do it anymore. Yeah. I'm not going to be on game. I'm not going to be waking up early, taking care of shit I need to take care of, running around trying, because I'm doing it for everybody else. You have to do it for yourself. All men, do this shit for your motherfucking self. Because at the end of the day, they're going to come and they're going to go. You got to do it for yourself. Because at the end of the day, why you think they're coming to a date for you, date with you, and then dead ass saying, all right, I'll see you later, and they're going to meet up with another nigga.
She's only yours for the moment.
That interview,
they're getting whatever they can get out of the situation and going about their business. I don't give a fuck. I'm not mad at it. I'm mad that I didn't know. You know, hey, where you going? Hey, no. What am I doing?
You would have gave a better interview.
Buddy, why am I mad at this guy? Yeah. I'm fucking up. Yeah, you know what? She's doing what she's offered. She's just accepting her offers.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't got offers. Let me create my offers.
He said I don't got.
No, literally, I don't got offers.
That's a
Let me
fact,
create my
bro.
offers. Work out, make more bread, new V. Offers start pouring the fucking lady.
That's a fact.
Here we go.
Now, and then that's where it's like we have to build ourselves to get those offers.
Now, women can't complain. Well, they do, but it's like, that's why I'll say to a woman, hey, you can't complain because I ain't complaining to you when you doing your thing. I respect it. You getting the offers, I understand it. Now a nigga getting offers. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Now you checking for me now. Right now you checking for me. Nah. Moving on to the next though.
Great ending.
Alright.
So finances, get your finances up. Into transition finance. I'm playing, that's bullshit. Finances, I have a particular app, right? Called Truebill. Okay, now what this app does is it's your information and it figures out all the bills that you have or are paying or subscriptions, because a motherfucker like me, this is not an ad, but this shit is needed. Like, this is such a thing. Like, I feel like we don't pay attention in this day and age with the cards and the subscriptions, and we get just so tied up, and you're like, where the fuck is the money going? And you don't realize that you have 4 subscriptions that you thought you canceled, and you did it.
I got hit with that shit today.
I gotta cancel something.
Right? This is fact, bro. And it reminds you, it tells you when your next drink, and I love that. I need that.
I have a question for you. How long you had that app?
I literally just got this about 2 or 3 days ago.
Oh damn! So I can't because I've been had that app, but I feel like it's off sometimes. So
as far as like current subscriptions that you might get like after versus
no like the date or the due.
What he's saying sometimes. All right, so put it to you like this. Here's when I got on there was 2 bills that they didn't put as reoccurring. I just went into the options and identified to them like this is reoccurring. What I think it is they pick up on the information that you keep feeding them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, but if you stop feeding them the information, they're just going off of
what
just
is
the
the
information that kind of like what the bank is telling them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't connect it, what I think you should do, connect your banks, whatever you pay through there, they'll kind of like figure out through there. So it's like when you do that, they're going based off the bank. So if your bank is running a little slow, they're probably gonna be a little bit like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What I do like is the days of when the bill is coming, the subscription of when your free trial may be up, because I fuck with some of that, with a lot of shit like that, and I get caught up sometimes. Do free trial shit, little bullshit. But not only that, they have a side where it's credit. There's other things that you can do with it, but I just think it's a good device for people to just monitor your spending.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? And then start investing some stuff like $5 to like Bitcoin, or I'm gonna give a few, right? So I think Bitcoin, obviously, and you should definitely get motherfucking Ethereum. You need Ethereum, right? The reason why you need Ethereum is because it's the connection to everything. Bitcoin is a big monster, but Ethereum is a motherfucker that's just they're building platforms to make it easier for people for the coins to even speak to each other. That motherfucker's gonna be a necessity like a motherfucker. Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? That's huge. Now Bitcoin is a monster already. So for those who kind of still want to be in something that's worth the while, definitely that. I have a few more I just don't have on top of the head, and you gotta pay for it. Motherfucker. Patreon coming soon.
You know when you said the free trial shit, you know what I do with that? I have these. I'll get these random gift cards for whatever reason. Like for example,
I did it.
Like you know when like Optimum, like the cable comes, they send you a random reward card for like $100, right? So I'll use it. I'll use most of it for what I really want to spend it on. But like it'll have like $5 left on it. You can literally like when it be like, yo, sign up on this free, 7 days free. But after the 7 days, they charge you like $29.99 or whatever. So if I just want to use it for those services, I'll use that card because all they want to see if the card is actually on, if it's authorized.
That's a life hack for those who don't want to do
that.
I'm just curious. For the name, do you put the recipient or do you put your actual name? Because usually they don't put your name on.
No, they don't. They just name, card number, social security. No, I'm lying. Not social security. The security code. That's it.
I was about to say it's getting scary out here.
You can
anything.
You can buy the gift card online too. You don't have to actually go to the store.
What you say?
You can buy your gift cards online too.
No, it was mailed to me. Like Optimum just yeah. So when I have those kind of cards, like or if someone gifts me something for Christmas, you have like $1 balance on there, $2. That's how you get those free trials. Oh, free 30 days. After that, we're gonna charge you. Yeah, I'll put it on this card. So charge this.
Do you have problems, or do you speak to people who have problems buying crypto in New York?
I don't personally buy crypto, to be honest. I do know I have a friend that I'm not saying I don't buy crypto. I'm not a heavy crypto trader. It's just not something that's the biggest thing in my portfolio.
Trading.
Like it's not in my wallet. It's just not in my wallet. It's just something I do heavily. But I do know. I think someone was having issue. I think with Coinbase or Instacoin or something like that. But that they've been having issues with them for maybe like 45 days.
No, what's happening is a new thing at which people are doing some. Kind of like some scam shit, right? People are always gonna try it. So what they do is they put their bank information or whatever the case may be, and like it halfway goes through, it has to speak to the ACH. But right when it hits the ACH, the people pull the money out and they transfer the Bitcoin somewhere else.
And then you can't grab it back because
it's like now that particular place can't charge them. So they basically just got a free. Now what they're doing now, because Coinbase did it to me, they hold your shit for 10 days. You are not going to be able to touch it, trade it, nothing. It's pressed. After the 10 days, then you can like take the Bitcoin, transfer it over, trade it, or whatever the case may be. It's not bad, but you got to think
That's
ahead
terrible.
in
It used to
order
be
for
like
it.
2 days, like for some
Because
reason.
people were
And then I
fucking
thought that was dragged out to 2
People
days.
was fucking up there. People always do. Now, for those who are in the New York premises and who wants to do like any type of like buying coins,
Scammers
cryptocurrencies.
and everything.
Kraken is a good application. It's Kraken, right? And it's another one called Gemini. They're really good. I think Kraken is better, but people, the other one's called crypto.com, but that shit it don't allow people to buy Bitcoin in New York, and I think Jersey. Certain places they don't allow you to buy crypto. Now the thing is, we need to get on this. The reason why they're stopping certain particular places. It's the reason for it. Like we're kind of like I'm doing some back, like not just trading. Like why they're trying to stop? Why certain countries are trying to put a ban? They're doing the ban to do particular things. So it's like they can make money off of you trading the crypto. So like if I trade it to you, I'm trying to trade you 50. Like my spot charge me $3. Your spot charge literally like fucking 10% of your crypto. That's stealing, bro. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Like, no.
They're taking their cut.
No, because you understand. Because you understand cryptocurrency. Crypto is made for them not to be able to
touch
do
it. Because the point of them was to avoid them touching it.
Bitcoin,
but they're still making money off of it.
No fees.
Fuck this fee shit. Yeah. This is why everybody's scattering for it. They're like, nah, and they're creating more things. The back door, like, stop trying. And like every company just running behind. Like they're trying to find ways to fee everybody for everything. Bro, this shit is a.
Then you're gonna move it like a regular currency versus.
I'm not gonna
so it's meant not to have fees.
I'm going to create like we're going to
free no matter what you do with it.
Yeah.
Transferring it.
The point of crypto is for it to be free versus being currency where it has so much.
Well, the thing is this: crypto is supposed to be currency, but the fact of
our traditional currency
supposed to be able to use it anywhere, however you see fit. Banks don't allow you to just you can't trade it here or there because it's too far to fuck you. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is like breaking that barrier. Yeah. I can send it to you in Indonesia, motherfucker. Fuck that. And then you can get it right in there, go right to the store and go, can I get this please? And they go, bing, it went through. Yep. That's what they're trying to stop.
Fees.
They're trying to make it a fee to go here. A fee to go here. 7 days to go here.
So that's moving it back, but that's moving it back into our traditional currency, like how we have traditional currency, like the way we use traditional currency.
They don't want that.
No, I know, but I'm saying they're moving. They're literally trying to just do opposite of the purpose of it in general.
That's why the banks is chasing it. They're trying to get more crypto,
they want to
more Bitcoin than ever.
They have control over
some
it.
People are like, stop fucking doing this thing with bank. Don't join it. Get your bit. Get your Bitcoin. Hold on to your fucking bit. Don't buy it with shit. No, hold on to it because they're in the process of keep trying to
buy all of
it. Let them die out. Let them keep trying with their spend their fucking money and die out, and then they're not gonna be able to keep in the fight no more. Then we'll be the ones that's running shit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, nigga, we got big. The banks come like, yeah, we'll give you, nigga, the dollar ain't worth shit. Yeah. Exactly. Anyways, like I was saying, give me 7 houses, nigga. Give me 7 houses.
But they can't deny Bitcoin.
Nope, because it is a currency everyone's trading with. Banks can't say no to it.
Okay.
Remember, banks need currency from the outside world to even be paid, to even looked at as a fucking institution.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why they chasing it down. You motherfucker, we need to take a picture. I'm not playing this information. Needs to be fucking. Yo, you gotta pay for this information, bro, because I'm dropping gems, man.
Well, today is free, huh? Here's a little sample. A little.
This is your free trial.
I'm telling you, son.
Well,
and then we
want to top this off with the
we can show people how to do patents and shit.
The word of the day.
Your facts.
Yeah.
Word of the day.
No, so I'm gonna say the word. You're gonna tell me what you guys all think it means, and then after I tell you what it means, we're gonna use it in a sentence.
Cool.
Are we cool with that? All right. So the word of the day is vapid.
I'm sorry. Can you spell that?
Woo! What is he like? Everybody woke up in class.
No, she said vapid.
No.
Yeah, word. Spell that.
I can't tell about her.
Vapid. 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 Damn, I know my pronunciation. That shit.
Vapid.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna front. I've never heard that word before.
Dun. Sorry.
To expedite. It just sounds too much like rapid. I'm just not even go against it.
To expedite. I was thinking about rapid.
That was funny. I can't believe.
Vapid. Okay. Can I get a hint?
No. The lifeline.
Yes, you said it.
No, I don't want it in a sentence. I just want like.
No, we have to do this. They just unagree.
Vapid.
Now the reason why because it's kind of like you shooting in the dark, like it's nothing to kind of.
Vapid sound like some sort of Viagra, like.
That I want y'all to shoot from nothing, so like it's just whatever it sounds like to you. Then I got the real definition.
It's when you vaping really fast.
Nah. Oh shit.
Word.
Yo, that was funny. Though. That was valid. It sounded like that's what happened.
Copyright that.
Right, so
Vapid.
He said vaping really fast.
I would say.
That's
I
a
don't
fact.
know the process of transport. I don't fucking know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hold on.
Transport something I don't fucking know.
Really fast.
I'm gonna just say transport.
Yeah, I'm like, if everyone just gonna say it fast at the end.
That's all I put speed. Transport. Movement of some sort. I don't
Only him with this fucking loophole.
Transport.
All right. So everyone.
It's a transition, like some form of transition or something like that.
Ooh, that's nice. I like that. That's cool.
You sound good. We all sound good.
Bro. Go ahead.
Word.
The first one was a joke. I'm always giving the jokes in the first one.
Oh, I honestly thought it was really valid. Though. They really could call that shit vapid if they said vaping hard. Yeah.
If we ever do a word of the day, I'm probably going to give the first one a joke.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
I've been doing that for
All
the
right,
past.
so I didn't remember that. Okay.
First of all, we all wrong.
I don't care about me.
Facts.
Word. But we sound good though.
You sound good. Sound believable.
All right, so the actual definition is vapid means not lively or interesting, dull or boring.
like your date. You should have said that.
So I got my sentence.
Bro, you know the thing is, my problem is I always use these new words within a hood term first before I can kind of. I'm like, you bad vapid.
Yo, this is
like,
this is
like,
what we're gonna do.
The most hood, like I'm gonna ask somebody, like, bro, you vapid, bro.
That person will get back to you. Know what vapid
My
means.
son came to the party all vapid. Nah, nigga, we all live and energetic out this motherfucker.
I promise
you. See how quiet that room gets.
Nobody's gonna know what that even means.
Like, yo, this nigga, man, educated.
This is the way they probably use it.
They vapid at this point.
Word.
Seems very vapid.
Yeah, literally.
Vapid. That's hilarious.
No, but the way they say it, like motherfuckers don't want to talk. They don't even want to say it.
I'm gonna do that shit on a conference call. Watch. They go, like, oh, what are your thoughts? I'm like, well, it's very vapid. You know? And just leave it at that.
Someone on that conference gonna go, Phil, what you call it?
Nah.
They don't know what that means. Someone's gonna know.
It's a conference call, so they gonna all play like they know what the fuck you
Yeah, they gonna let it rock. They gonna let it rock.
No one's gonna get off of mute to be like, what does that mean?
Nobody.
Or you gonna catch one of the motherfuckers who swear they smart, like.
Word.
Motherfuckers get the mute button.
Yeah,
Siri, vapid definition, please.
Vapid. No, I like that word.
Because you know motherfuckers, they don't know how to spell it. Like, I don't know what it
Word. No, I like that word. That's funny as fuck.
Because you don't expect it to. Like,
not from vapid.
You don't think anything ill, but you don't feel like someone's like putting any shade.
That shit is disrespectful. Like someone just hit you.
All right, so we all.
All right, everyone do it in a sentence around.
All right, so I went to a play, right, and as I seen the girls dancing. There was one girl in the middle. She was very vapid, while the rest of them looked very vibrant.
I'm weak.
That's actually a stripper.
No, she's vapid. She's dull, while the rest of them are vibrant with their colors and hair. Kids are energetic, right?
So, wait, vapid means dull, and what else?
No,
what else is
it means not lively or interesting.
Oh, I'm gonna hit this hard. I'm like,
nah, my sentence was ill.
You had a great sentence.
I was trying to remember. Okay, so
the movie we saw this evening was very vapid. It wasn't. That's how I'm gonna hit him after the date. Babe, what do you think? The movie was real vapid, right? And just sit there.
He know he wrong.
No.
He just heard that word like 2 days ago.
You know why? And it's a bit of pettiness because she's a math teacher, bro. She hit me with these words.
Because I'm not gonna front.
Nah.
The reason why is I will dice it up. Like I'm playing with it in my head. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with it in my head. I'm gonna the perfect opportunity. Yeah. I'm gonna use a couple other words in there too. It can't just come out by itself because people might be like, what the
You just got that word.
Yo, right? I didn't know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He played. He was gonna come right out the gate. Yo, I was vapid, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, you just learned that shit.
Yeah, that movie was.
The
That movie was
way
very
I say it,
vapid.
it's like I knew it for a while.
Well, yeah.
No.
Like that shit was in your utility belt.
Yeah.
Nah, shooting off the hip.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Nigga, like, check this nigga out. Vapid.
Yeah, she stayed doing that. I'm like, listen, babe, what does that mean? I have no shame. Like, what the fuck you just said? Like the biggest mad syllables. I'm like, babe, I get it, but come on.
Those shit, it's like, right.
Yeah, you OD'd. You OD. It was nice. That's it. It was nice.
4-syllable shit.
Yeah, you could have just said it was nice. You didn't have to hit me with the. Like what? Like what does that even mean? I'm dead ass. But it's not her fault. That's just the way she communicates.
Those words are in her membrane naturally, so she's not thinking, oh, she's using a big word. She's just using
She
a word
never stopped school. She never stopped school, theoretically. Like, she's still in school forever. So it's like, the textbooks is always, I'm like,
school forever.
I was like, yeah, I don't know. Right? Because as a kid, you like, yo, I can't wait till school.
Yo, is that the definition? I don't know. I have to check the thesaurus because they might have updated. It's like, yo, so you never done.
Yeah.
That's a fact, though. And they do come out with different editions every year. So to be fair, that is forever.
That's the latest rendition. The latest what?
Nah, you know it's bad at that point. No, that was good.
Everybody else got a sentence?
Nah, my sentence is done.
Oh shit!
Mine's the movie.
No, this shit was alright. It was still hood like.
Yeah.
But it was alright.
I feel like the movie was real vapid tonight. What do you think? I'm gonna hit her with that.
I'm gonna be done with it. Ever since I lost the love of my life, my days have been vapid.
Oh no! Come on.
That's nice. That's some poetic shit, man.
Nah, that was heartfelt. Go ahead.
Through the shadows in the dark, my heart is vapid. Like,
I wanted to pour you.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you, but you sounded really emotional. I was sad about some shit that I wasn't even sure about. I was just like, that ain't even my shit.
Yo, I got something for you. Use it with food. Bro.
Oh, in the restaurant.
Bro.
When the chef come around and asks, how was your meal tonight? The waitress, she'll be mad. I'm like, it's vapid, but. And then
that's how you get it. Here's why. She ain't gonna know.
Yeah.
But if she know, and wifey don't know, you win.
Yeah.
Somebody not gonna know.
Yeah.
Wifey or her. But if they both don't know, you win.
Yeah.
You win twice, nigga.
Like, oh my God, her man is so elegant. He's so intelligent.
It tastes so
Yeah, I love intelligence. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Not know it's a low key insult.
Look, she's tight. She's like, I'm not teaching them nothing. I'm just gonna use, if anything, dull. All I heard was dull.
But the food
and
could be dull.
Not interesting.
The food,
maybe the atmosphere.
The food could be dull.
The food definitely could be
But I
dull.
feel like tasteless. Like dull would it be like
dull?
I would think uninteresting. Like not why it would be the atmosphere, not the food.
I guess if they ask, "Are you enjoying your night? Like, how's everything going
then
tonight?"
I can say I feel like you can use vapid. I feel like using it to describe the dish.
I'm just fiending. I'm just fiending.
I don't want you using it and being out of the right context.
We are just feeding. We are.
And I'm like that one friend. I'm trying to make it work. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna work.
I don't think that. But see, us, we gotta use it hood first.
Yeah.
Throw it around a couple times to get comfortable with it.
Keep it in the crib first.
Yeah.
Put it in the utility belt. I'm telling you, I'm gonna record myself
it gotta
on
be
a
something
conference
that's
call.
dull, like the mood. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a sentence.
Go.
So we're gonna keep it a little hood. He thought he was gonna get pussy after the date, but he was vapid.
I knew it.
I knew it.
Thought he was.
I knew it. See, you reminded her. That's why she did it. Totally should have said it in the date.
That's
she
fucked
just
up.
Nah, I thought about him once I saw it.
She thought about him once she, fellas. Did you see this shit? Do you see this shit? Y'all get associated with words after dates.
Oh, you lucky?
Understand
That's a fact.
Nigga, you.
So you gonna change his contact name to Vapid?
He was never saying.
Or you just see Vapid? Or you just see his Vapid calling?
No, bro.
But you know what? Honestly, that's not bad. Because imagine being out with someone and you see a call from Vapid. You're not gonna know what to think.
You're
That
like,
is.
nah.
I'm gonna pick a fruit and a vegetable stand and say it.
Yeah.
Oh, this apple is vapid.
Yeah. Vapid.
Everybody in there, like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Depending on vegetable. If you had a vegetable stand, everybody tell you shut the fuck up. But if you're in a vegetable, like in a store, in a Whole Foods, you'll understand.
Whole Foods? I understand.
You'll understand.
It's the Whole Foods.
Trader Joe's, they'll get it.
Said vapid. That's the word of the fucking week for real. I'm gonna take that with
Word
me.
up, hey yo.
Hope you guys appreciate the word of the day.
Not only that, go in the fucking comment section because that shit is vapid. The fuck?
That shit is dull. It's lifeless.
That's a good
It's
one.
not lively.
Yeah,
not
look out,
lively at
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, son.
I'm not responding.
Come on,
I'm
Sean.
not responding to any personal text, personal emails, nothing. If I don't see it on the YouTube, I don't care. I don't care.
Come on, man.
It's the respect factor.
Word. I'm
Yo,
tired
word.
of it.
I'm
I'm
not
tired
like you
of
never
it.
said anything to me.
What do you
Ever.
mean?
I'm not changing it. I'm not nothing.
No answers.
Write it on the comments.